Okay, so just to get started, so I'm Brian O'Neill. Some of my experience with SAP support is currently I'm mainly focused as an ABAP developer, and before that I was doing SAP support group where we did a few projects, but mostly just supporting end users and any issues that came on. Sometimes we'd send OSS messages, and I just noticed the SAP support CE Twitter account, and I thought it was awesome. Found out about the support portal customer engagement initiative from that, and so I just want to set this up and learn a little more.
My name is Kristen Scheffler. I am the communications manager for SAP Active Global Support Customer Experience Team.
So I guess my first question is, who are the people behind SAP Support CE, and do they do any other type of support functions as well besides just the Twitter account?
So basically, we created the SAP Support CE Twitter account February of last year, so it's just been over a year running. When we first started, there were 3 of us that were involved in that account. Two additional team members from the customer experience team. This year, we kind of expanded the program a bit, and we actually have a primary support social media program that exists. And we have over 60 volunteers within SAP support who are helping with content, moderating, setting up different tweets, responding. So the functions range really anything from support consultants, so the people that actually tackle and answer the OSS messages that customers log. We have support managers as well as part of the volunteers. And then some of our customer interaction center colleagues are also involved. So we've got quite a wide range of individuals who are part of the account. And like I said, have quite a big range of different functions within SAP, which is quite nice. So we have a lot of knowledge and education that those individuals have, and they're excited to be able to share it through this type of venue.
And so it's running, there's people behind there 24 hours a day then?
Yeah, pretty much. We have different time zones as far as schedules go. So, for example, one of my colleagues, her name is Stephanie. She is in Singapore, so she kind of covers I don't want to say the overnight for me, but from about 8 p.m. Eastern until about 8 a.m. Eastern that she's on. And then we have other individuals who come on and moderate in the off hours or on hours, depending.
And then how are customers typically interacting with the Twitter account?
Well, that's an interesting question, right? So we have people that either mention the handle, either direct message us for engagement. But a lot of what we also kind of find and engage with our customers via Twitter is through moderating. So finding information that maybe people are having an issue with support, or trying to find some documentation, notes that may be out of date. So we have not one way that our customers really engage with us. It's quite a different, we're engaging and they're engaging. So it's really great though, the conversational aspect and the real time availability. I think that is fantastic to be able to assist customers at the time that they're looking for something, and that's something that we really strive to do.
So are you mainly searching for those keywords then, just a certain group of keywords that people are talking about to find?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, right? I mean, when you're talking about support for SAP, there's quite a few, and I would venture to say that we probably don't have all of the right keywords captured, but we do have a good amount of them. And have different streams set up where we go through and we monitor and moderate those areas. The other piece to it that's kind of cool is we are using NetBase to kind of analyze what's being said out there in the support world, and that in turn helps us to be able to respond as well.
Okay. My next question is, what kind of people are you seeing typically respond or typically interact? Does it tend to be more the SAP mentor already on Twitter type of people, or are you getting some other people that haven't really been in there yet in the Twitter sphere, I guess?
Yeah, that's another great question. It's a combination, really. Yes, we definitely do have quite a few SAP mentors that do engage with us, but we also have, the high frequency Twitter users who are, looking for content, looking for information, education, but some newer folks as well who are maybe just starting off in the social world and looking to this avenue to try to get some responses and information. So it's not one type of individual or person. It's a really huge range that we are seeing. And what's been great about it is it's different every day. You don't necessarily see or you have the same interaction. You're always interacting with different individuals. And I think that really helps us out a lot in regards to kind of that customer connection. We're loving this. I think Twitter is fantastic. I mean, I was not a heavy Twitter user 2 years ago. I've become a little bit more so obviously now, but it is really a great medium to be able to connect with people.
Oh, that's really interesting. Hopefully, maybe after I post this out, we'll get even more people on there.
Woo!
And then, can you share any stories about how the Twitter account has helped to respond to a positive or even negative tweet about SAP support?
Absolutely. Kind of as mentioned, we get a wide range of inquiries or things that we come across. Support messages kind of, number one, I guess, on the list where people maybe are not necessarily aware of how to escalate or to get to that next level. So we'll share some education on that and help guide them to the right direction. In certain cases as well, we'll take ownership and basically say, we'll follow up on that message with the support engineer, get someone to connect with you. And the feedback that we get is extremely positive. I think it's, more knowing that we have individuals who do care, we're here to help you, and we'll help facilitate in any way that we can. So from a positive and a negative, I guess you can turn it around either way. We do see also a lot of feedback in regards to, for example, notes. Sometimes notes may not be exactly up to date, and we'll have customers, get in touch with us and say, hey, we're looking at this note. It doesn't appear that it is on track. And again, we'll take that information, get it back to our support colleagues and say, hey, may need to tweak this a little bit to make it more relevant and better for the customer to be able to use. So we look at it as our customers are helping us to improve support. And that's really a key takeaway for us is by having individuals who are willing to, help out and make note that maybe something isn't exactly correct. We wouldn't necessarily be aware of that unless a customer reached out to us. So that is helping us with our processes, with our documentation, and as well with, just support in general, getting in touch with people, making sure that we are following up on messages in a timely fashion.
Do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have our overall social media program for support that we actually kicked off this year. Last year, we had just the SAP Support CE account, and we also had a separate account called SAP_G Support. That account is what we've done with that is highlight specific product component areas that may have notes or KBAs that are relevant for our customers. So that is part of our program, and we are running both of those accounts kind of in sync. The SAP Support CE account, I would say more is overall SAP support, general information, knowledge on products, services, etc., that are part of support. And we do obviously help with the education bit and engagement with our customers and conversations and getting them to the right place. The G Support account is more along the lines of providing that information about notes, KBs that are released that are helpful to our customers based on certain product components. And then finally, we also kicked off a Facebook page as well. So that is SAP Primary Support, where we're using that in more of a fun, engaging type of fashion, but again, letting people know about different support offerings, programs, services, ways to get in touch with us. So that's our overall program. It's really amazing. I would say I would like to highlight the fact that we have over 60 volunteers internally that are part of this program, which just speaks volumes to me about how much, our folks really do care about our customers. So I'm extremely excited about this program and really can't wait to see, what the future brings with it.
Great. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.